All right, so let's take about 10 minutes to bless people, and then eventually we will come back and do part 2. That one we will give them the full version of whatever the Lord has blessed us with. Okay, so tonight we are talking about managing mood swing in a relationship and also in marriages. Managing, we talk about managing because mood swing is a problem for everybody. And it happens based on what you have encountered or what is happening in your life.
Yeah.
There are people with mood swing problem that has become an attitude. It is not just triggered by what is happening around them, but they have it as an attitude. But there are also people that fall into that atmosphere, that mood, based on the environment, based on the news they hear, based on what is happening around them. And Sister Diana, you see, mood swings can be tricky in any relationship. It can be tricky in the sense that today you are happy, tomorrow it comes, and then it's like you don't feel what you felt yesterday. So one moment you feel peaceful, another next moment your emotions are running very high. And sometimes when you have that imbalanced emotions, it doesn't make you feel the way you are supposed to feel. So what are mood swings? That is the first question to ask. What are mood swings? Mood swings are quick changes in how you feel emotionally. Mood swings are quick changes in how you feel emotionally. And this mood change can happen suddenly and sometimes without clear reasons. So there are times you see that mood swing thing come and you say, why? I say, I don't know. Why? I don't know. Are you okay? So yes, I'm okay. So but why are you quiet? I just don't know. I don't know about even me. I don't know about I don't know about me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And there are times too you know. There are times too you know because of how frustrated, depressed, angry you are, or probably what is happening around you. And so mood swings in relationships can lead both partners to become unhappy.
Okay.
So therefore, it's essential for us to think about how we can manage it. Imagine that you are my wife, I am in my mood swing, you are in your mood swing. There is no happiness. Yeah. So we are talking about how do we manage it? How do we manage it? The first way to manage mood swing, but before I talk about how do we manage it or how to manage it, let's understand that everybody one way or the other, day in, day out, your emotions are triggered and you fall into that atmosphere. And so I cannot blame you. You cannot blame me because it happens to everybody. But most often it happens to women because of their emotional hormonal issues. When they are about to get their menses, when they are in their menses, when they are pregnant, when they get their menopause, when their children are when they are children. I say children because most often they are the ones to take care of the kids. When their children are disturbing them, sometimes you the man, they will anything can happen. So when it comes to mood swing, we all suffer it, but women go through, they go through it more than the men. So we are talking about managing. We are not talking about how to stop it, how to kill it, how to terminate it. We are talking about how to manage it because mood swing is something that will be there forever. Why? Because I remember when I said what is mood swing, I told you that mood swings are a quick changes in how you feel emotionally. And so it depends on how you feel. You can't determine how you feel tomorrow. But you can determine how to love tomorrow. And that is why love is not subject to failing. So how do we manage mood swing in marriages and also relationship? Number one, learn to cope in the moment. Learn to cope in the moment. The reason why I said learn to cope in the moment is because then one moment my partner is in that mood, another moment it can be me. Nevertheless, if it is my partner, I should be able to understand that and you are not she is or not the only person. I am not the only person. Tomorrow might be me. So therefore, I need to understand how to cope with her. And so sometimes when you fall into that atmosphere, that mood swing, you see that if you are dealing with an immature partner, sometimes they can insult you and throw their hands on you. Yeah. Now that's why you deal with you as I said. No. When my wife falls into that mood, when I fall into that mood, my partner should be able to cope with me in that moment. My partner should be able to watch me, keep quiet over it, and probably help me out than to cast insult on me, scream on me, throw his or her hands on me, and make me feel bad of myself for falling into that atmosphere. And so the first way to manage mood swing is to cope with the moment. It is a mean out to me, the first thing I do is that I need to understand that my wife is human. And probably my wife hasn't communicated enough with me for me to know what is actually happening to her. And to say, I don't know. Then my wife is actually quiet. My wife is not talking much. My wife is, is very, very sad or down. I just need to understand that these are part of it. These are part of it. So when we are talking about how to manage mood swing in marriages and relationships, sometimes partner already she or he is in the mood swing. Did and and anima can see it and okasan no feel why barre no okasan was with you normal attitude, and you go like, what kind of life is this? And sometimes if you're not able to cope in that moment, you can walk out of the room, or you can leave the place and say that I am walking out. So when we talk about managing mood swing, the first thing I should be able to do for my partner, or my partner should be able to do for me, is that when they see you in that mood, please cope in that moment. Cope in that moment. Cope in that moment. Mood swing is a big issue when it comes to marriages and relationships. But we want to say that please learn to cope in that moment. Cope in that moment. Cope in that moment. And so please, reacting angry will only worsen the issue, so you need to keep in mind that whilst you cannot control their emotions, you can manage how you respond to it. If your partner falls into that environment of mood swing, please cope in that moment. That is not where to get angry, worsen the situation. That is not when you need to shout and scream on them. Okay. That is not when to scream and shout on them. So the first thing you do is that please, when your partner falls into cold atmosphere or mood swing, and does not respond with a good attitude, and does not respond with a good attitude like the way you expect him or her to do all the time, please, I'm begging you, cope in that moment. Number two, one of the things you can do is to stay calm. Stay calm. When your partner falls into a mood swing or cold environment, where you know your partner to be very energetic, very strong, very active, but suddenly while dropping, while you're cold, he or she doesn't talk much, please, I'm begging you, please, the next thing you can do is to stay calm. In a moment of mood swing, please, it is very important to stay calm and compose yourself. Responding with anger or frustration can escalate the situation. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that your partner's mood is not a reflection of your actions. And you would why baby. I want no and bibi ayenwo bibi atonwo asem bi aba na adwirimu asem bi esie and they be awayesa. And sometimes when people fall into that mood swing atmosphere, sometimes they can't even explain themselves. They themselves cannot explain themselves. So when you ask them what is really the problem, they will tell you that I don't really know. So please, the one who is not actually the one who is in that mood swing, or partner now when you have some mood swing problem, exercise patience, stay calm with him or her. Just be calm. Don't rush him or her. Then why you doing that? No. The next third point, what you can do to manage mood swing, avoid taking it personally. Avoid taking it personally. Avoid taking it personally. Avoid taking it personally. Remember that your partner's mood swing are not necessarily directed at you. You know, there are times when your partner falls into a mood swing, it looks as if you are the reason why they are doing that. You are the cause, you are the reason. No. Avoid taking it personally. And then I've seen people accusing their partners and why now mood in Abasa. There are times your partner falls into a certain mood and you are not the cause, you are not the fault, you are not the reasoning. Please, so you need to take it, avoid taking it personally. Avoid taking their mood swing personally. Instead, focus on supporting them and helping them to manage their emotions. So the third thing you can do when your partner finds himself or herself in a mood swing, avoid taking it personally. Number 4, the next thing you can do to manage mood swings in your relationship and in your marriage, please focus on the positive.
Wow.
Focus on the positive. Sister Dina, adie bi yao, why you mood swing na bana why you dinasyon. Bema na wabano, why when you mood swing, so your bana bema, who your bema no so wabano. They act and talk as if there is nothing positive about you. They make you feel less of yourself, as if you crashing the abuse, as when you're serious. As a and then woman out on with a few then woman as another day. They say me your day, make crocro and me your day. I crocro and I make crocro. They say they be no. Focus on the positives. Remind yourself of the positive aspect of your relationship and your partner. Remind yourself. Remind yourself. Remind yourself of the positive aspect of your relationship and your partner. And so during moments of mood swing, it is easy to lose sight of the love and the connection you share. So what you have to do is to keep the bigger picture in mind.
Very necessary.
Very. And so please focus on the positivity. Please focus on it. Focus on it. Focus on it. Don't let them feel bad as if they have nothing better to offer, only mood swing that they can offer. No. Another thing you can do to be able to manage mood swing in your relationship and also in your marriage, please, sometimes all that you can do is to discuss the trigger. Or discuss the triggers. Naturally say, a quiet fast one, Emma Ekobase, my partner no, or falling into that mood swing, let's talk about it. And he makes me understand, say, oh, you okay? Now, Pachaya now mood swing, am I the cause? What is really happening? Can you share with me? If certain situations or triggers the leading cause of the mood swing, discuss them with your partner when the person has become calm. A matter what form, why you dini, why you cool? Ask them questions. Discuss it. Discuss triggers. And man say, obey to me, I can't say, oh, I know what kind of childhood trauma. Obey to me, I can't say, oh, no. And once you give them that opportunity, what is going to happen is that sometimes woman opportunity, they can express themselves to you for you to understand why they've been doing that, why they've been going through that, and why such a thing is happening to them. Discuss triggers. Another thing you can do to be able to manage mood swing, and it's apart from discussing or talking to them, validate their feelings. Peace.
We are really learning. It's very, very important. Whatever Reverend is saying, guys. I'm not showing my face because I'm on my way to work and I still have to cover this. I need to be able to let you hear from Reverend.
I'm back, family. I'm back, family. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Validate their failings. And when I talk about, we are still talking about the mood swing. When I talk about validating their failings, I'm trying to say that get to a place where you understand them, you accept them for who they are, even if it's an attitude. How many years have you lived with them, and how many years have you seen that happen? And sometimes it doesn't happen often. Validate them, encourage them, let them know that you still love them regardless of that mood. You love them, you appreciate them, but then you want to encourage them. They should work on themselves. That is how we do it. Don't let them feel condemned. Don't let them feel less of themselves, because mood swing they will be just that we have levels of it. And I can tell you that mood swing need be a it leads to bipolar. It goes to another realm, higher level, where it be very serious.
Hey, bipolar.
Yes, mood swing. Bipolar can actually cause a lot of things. When it comes to mood swing, bipolar there, I tell you, mood swing becomes an attitude. Anywhere you go to funeral, now you frown your face. Oko wedding, what frown your face? On sere, oko party, baby because a trigger or you more mentally, because you are nowhere. A trigger, what the mind tells you to do is what you do. So mood swing there, your levels, a people there are very serious, and I can also tell you that a bit there is demonic.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit there attack. A bit crowd there hereditary, a bit genetics.
Because it's really destroying relationships. So
I'm telling you, Sister Diana, a lot of marriages are not working anymore.
Yes.
Because you see, when you have that mood swing attitude issue. Sister Diana, you cannot even have a correct, healthy communication with your partner.
Communication.
You can't talk, and then this mood swing it triggers anger.
Yeah.
Anybody who has that problem, realize that they also have anger issues. Most of the time, those with mood swing issues, they also have anger issues. So validate their feelings. Let them understand that you are there for them. You may not like how it is, but you love them for who they are. Yeah. And then the next thing you can do when it comes to managing mood swing. Come again.
Reverend, I honestly think that by validating their feelings, okay, and the fact that you did say they've been better before, like you look at the positive, which is very, very a strong point, because you don't hold that against them, because if the mood is like that, and you are not careful, normally when you are happy or you're in your high mood and that mood swing comes, or mood diminution, Emma who progressive it's disturbing. It's very disturbing. And I think if we validate it like you are saying now, and we can give so many examples, which is really good.
Thank you. So that is exactly what I'm talking about. And so I wrote here, I said, validate their feeling, let them understand that. Because you see, at the point, the person who is not actually having that mood swing issue then, me na me ni mood swing na sister dan na wona sebe wo ya megere ana oba me pese me no wade na wo anya sa mood swing no na me man hwe if I don't violate, if I don't help, if I don't understand you, it can affect my happiness like you are saying. Obo say o vibe crowd if you adwuma mu ba odu fia na atiko.
What mean tumpo wa brabomo?
Dabi. Of course. Mood swing is a serious attack on marriages and relationships. It's one of the most dangerous, especially when you have a man who has a mood swing problem. You, the woman, you will never be happy. Because and people who have this mood swing issue, Sadina, they are very, very petty. Very, very petty. Anything little, they are hurt, they are offended. Anything small, they are hurt, they are offended. Anything. So sometimes they make you feel bad for saying certain things because they assume, they create pictures from words. And you must say, only ne kasaka mabu one in my street. You say, are you okay? I say, yes, and one. I say, are you okay? I say, yes. Why have I said something bad? I say, no. So, but you have changed. Not your show. I say, what's your problem? I say, we see nothing. We see nothing. What do I kasa with you? Hey!
Counselor.
Both say, oh, you're so petty. Oh, you're petty. Be big a crab in idea. Be take. Yes, and sometimes this mood swing can take you 2, 3, 4 days. Now, on my back. But you see, Sister Diana, let's say this. The sad thing about mood swing is that when we leave our houses, our homes, and then we go to work, we smile and talk to other people, and we open up. But when we come home, it comes. When we meet friends, we will smile with them, shout with them, talk to them, everything. Once we are about to get to Mrona Dimonaba.
Mercy, Lord.
And so sometimes you ask yourself, now rather than hammer. As I'm agreeing. Because in the same mood swing now, you can't actually frown your face.
You open up.
Thank you. So why don't you bring the same attitude to the house?
Mostly it's to only a particular person.
Thank you. Either your husband, your boyfriend, your fiancé, or your child, or your daughter. One particular. Mercy, dear mercy. Yes, because and yes, idea mood swing way there, it will never let you enjoy peace of mind. And also, so today we are still talking about managing mood swing. Managing, because you can't kill it. You only manage. You can only manage it. And the next thing we can look at, the point we can look at is that always make up your mind to forgive them, so that you don't grow to become bitter about them. Because where they are, especially or maybe over Taiba, they are what you need. Why am I habits? And I may catch that I say from the beginning, say, because of their hormonal issues in them, over the end, a type baby about rough. Obama says a crab about which means a mood swing. Men's inimuno, Utuminia, Abbey, Utuminia. Obabi in first 1, 2, 3 months, I would minya. What you think the one be behind and to get a kind of misunderstanding and argument, it may trigger mood swing. We just need to manage it because you can't do anything about it. The next thing you can do when it comes to managing mood swings, Sister Diana, distract him or her from their emotions, if necessary. Distract him or her from their emotions. Naturally, say when we are talking about managing your emotions, managing your mood swing in marriages and relationships. The over to me about say, the mood swing yaba. Naturally, say, well, you must do something to distract them. Hey, babe, Charlie, babe, come. Babe, serious. Oh, calm down. Charlie. I said, my body say, wouldn't say the woman good news. Or mood swing in the mood saying, or back down.
My example, my husband the other year they said, I was actually your bum. Was it? Hey, actually your bum.
You see, is it not nice? Is it not nice? Distract them from their emotions. Tadiane yaba, which usually means, hey, go Jack in here, and then you have mistakes, you know. Me wa Hawaii. Me shabo. Me train. We are no about why the door off. You know. 2 years supposed to show this. Who is serious? Who is serious? Yeah. Agroni asen. Ma distraction. Edi omusi nge so aba na me to wa chale me ba no makoto ice cream ba chale. Chale ice cream. Yanko to ice cream right. Kojam yanko to ice cream. Yanko to pizza. Kojam madam fu chale. Ye traka ni mu ne kwa nkomo na ebe yera. But you see, ade ye ni say some of the couples ade na ye time mu swing ni ba na just ba ko na ni mu swing aba no right time ede mo eden kwa ye ni abotre. And so distract him or her from their emotions if necessary. It's very important. Once you can, and remember that you are also imperfect. We are still talking about managing your mood swing. Remember that you're also imperfect. So when they fall in their mood today, don't judge them and make them feel bad, because tomorrow it might be you. Even though mood swings create an atmosphere of frustration, confusion, and stress, and sometimes it makes our home becomes unpredictable. We don't enjoy how we want to enjoy. Please also make a room for them to understand that also so ye nipa ye member no crowd ye nisika and our bills do so and ye aba ye bills do so now responsibilities increase here and no see ye be fia ye mo ma aduane crowd ya bra yendi God bless you, because bill na aba no ye tia over $2,000. So and ye buy. This is the letter we came to share: managing mood swings in a relationship and also in your relationship and also in your marriage. So and then you be kind of crazy because of time. Now me and my part 2 by Sunday evening. You be part 2 amawo.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody, we can take one question. If anybody has any question, we can take just one question before Reverend goes. So, who want to request for me to let you come on? Wow, opese ubisa question a kind of mood swings in marriage. Because they are not one of the offense. Okay, let me see. There are a lot of messages here. Okay. It looks like, Reverend, they're all coming in. Our people are just contributing and supporting you. I think, say, you've said it all. They're what kind of question be anywhere.
That's right.
Clear. And all I will say is, I am fan juma because that they are worrying there. Said they all can move swing kenipa home, but how you manage it is the most important part.
Very.
There's no way you are going back from that marriage. You are stuck in forever. Into Reverend Amaya Pono, I'm praying that we will all take it in good faith and add it to, spice our marriage. Let's use all the tips to spice our marriage. So that's a boa Sunday.
Yeah.
Reverend Yamin Shao.
Amen.
I appreciate you, and the love here.
Yes.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining. I hope we have been a blessing to you.